All right, you guys, what's up? This your boy LB back at y'all with another one. Shouts out to the whole LDBC Lions Day basketball community. Get the video like, hit the subscribe, and the bell whenever I drop a video that we get those notifications. Also subscribe to the Patreon. Let's get right into the funk. So congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. They won the NBA championship. And the final score was 106-93. But this game was over at halftime when the Lakers was pretty much up by damn near 30. They came out aggressive. They played very well tonight. Um, and this is what you're supposed to do when you got a team down. When you got a team, down like this, you're supposed to keep your foot on that neck and keep and keep the pressure on. LeBron James was outstanding tonight. He's the Finals MVP. He's the first player to win an NBA championship on 3 different teams. This is his 4th NBA championship, and we got to give credit due. Jordan ain't never done this. Jordan has never won championships on multiple teams. I get the fact that he won 6, but the fact that when you win championships on different teams, that you got to be in the GOAT discussion. Now, to me, I still don't think he's top 5, but he's number 6. I'm going to repeat myself. In my opinion, I don't think he's top 5, but he's definitely number 6. Now, let's just accept the fact that LeBron James, is one of the top players ever. He is. Now, I don't think he's top 5, but he's definitely number 6. AD, came over from New Orleans in the trade that said Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. Over to the Pelicans. Got tired of losing. Finally got his championship. Right? This was complete and utter dismantling of the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, he didn't show up tonight. With all that, he dropped a 35-point triple double on Friday night, and I just felt like he just was comfortable because he didn't come up with the same aggression that he did on Friday night. Bam had a good game. I think it's like, he had 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, something like that. But, for the Miami Heat to compete, they need Jimmy Butler to come out but he didn't show up tonight. For whatever inexplicable reason, he just didn't show up. So, later on this week, we're going to talk about free agency. Now, looking at the schedule, when the regular season starts is to be determined. And there's some other logistics that have to be done too when it comes to the NBA draft, when it comes to free agency, when it comes to, if they're going to be playing any kind of preseason games, or they're going to go straight to the regular season, trades, coaching changes, because there are going to be more coaching changes or whatever. You know, so there's a lot to dissect. There's lots to discuss, but nevertheless, congratulations once again to the Los Angeles Lakers won their first NBA championship since 2010 when they defeated the Boston Celtics in 7 games. And they tied the Boston Celtics with 17 NBA championships. But they're gonna have to adjust that roster next year. Where can they upgrade? Uh, who can they let go? Things like that. Frank Vogel. Look, I was highly skeptical of Frank Vogel when he first got there. I was highly skeptical. I made it no secret how skeptical I was of Frank Vogel when he first got hired as the Lakers head coach. But it turns out Lakers made the right decision hiring this man. So Frank Vogel, I tip my hat off to you. You made me a believer, right? Jason Kidd, Lionel Hollins, everybody on that coaching staff. It's just a phenomenal job you guys did all year, right? Jeannie Buss, I know I gave you a lot of flack this year too, and even last season, especially surrounding Magic Johnson stepping down as president of basketball operations. But I tip my hat off to you, everybody that's had a hand, with the exception of Jared Dudley, of winning the NBA championship. Man, I tip my hat off to you. It's just so refreshing. And it feels like things are back to normal in the NBA whenever the Lakers win the championship. For real. It just, I can't be more proud of this team. You know, I was very skeptical of them entering the playoffs from the way they played in the bubble. Some of these games, I was like, God, Lee. I mean, going to that Portland series, man, the way Portland was playing to get in, and the way the Lakers, pretty much just lumped their way into the playoffs. I was like, man, the Lakers can't be playing cat and mouse, man. Portland might end up stealing it, but shit. I was trying to go with my head, not in my heart. And man, shit, Lakers debunked that. They lose the first game in that playoffs, and they just went on a gentleman's suite. Shout out to Lamont Lane in the building. Hey, make sure you go subscribe to Lamont Lane. He got a good channel. His channel's like growing immensely. So he got good basketball content as well. They you go into the series against the who they play in the second round. I forgot who they played in the second round. Oh, they played the Houston Rockets. That's what it was. So they played the Houston Rockets in the second round. Once again, lose the first game. They went on a gentleman's sweep. I mean, this team just continued to play well throughout these playoffs. Houston Rockets had no answer for Anthony Davis. They had no answers for LeBron James. Russell Westbrook and James Harden, they were just overmatched. And as a result, Mike D'Antoni steps aside. Now there's rumors about possibly trading away Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Then you go to the Western Conference Finals, right? What we were supposed to get was the Los Angeles Lakers against the Los Angeles Clippers. Instead, we get the Los Angeles Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. and the Lakers went ahead and disposed of the Denver Nuggets en route to the NBA Finals. And they played the Miami Heat. You know, and after Game 1, we thought this was going to be a sweep. A lot of people thought this was going to be a sweep after Game 1. You know, Miami made it they made it competitive at Game 2, but Lakers still won, right? So that the talk of a sweep was even more loud, you know. But give Miami credit. We know this team wouldn't go like lay down for anybody. They was gonna come out and fight, and which they did. Jimmy Butler had a career triple double that night in Game 3. No, then Lakers went ahead and won Game 4. It was an epic Game 4 at that. It was tight affair. Anthony Davis hit that three, that clutch three. It's pretty much sealed the deal for Game 4. And then Game 5, well, we thought this was going to be the coronation. Well, Jimmy Butler once again came through with a 35-point triple double and put the coronation celebration on hold. Shout out to DJ7 for life in the building. And in Game 6, they just blew the doors off the hinges. So, it's complete and utter destruction by the Los Angeles Lakers for the Miami Heat. They got a good foundation, right? You got a really good coach in Eric Spoelstra. They're going to be back. Now, things are going to get a little difficult next year with the return to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But to me, I know a lot of people, quick in qualifying the Nets to win the championship and all that. I just say we just need to pause on that. Let's not get too carried away. Because if one thing we learned about this NBA season is the fact that you can't just look at a roster and be like, oh my God, that team's going to win the championship, right? Because what we supposed to think that's happened, normally chances are don't play out the way we think it should. Because either there's players underperforming, players backbiting and infighting, a coach, who is in over his head, whatever the case may be. The best team is the NBA champion, in my opinion. Now, I don't care about regular season. I care about at the end. The team that wins the championship is the best team in the NBA, period. So, while the Brooklyn Nets might be in contention, I'm not going to say they're going to win the NBA championship. Not going to say that because we just don't know. Brooklyn, if that was that easy, then why even play the season out? Why even play next season if it was a foregone conclusion that the Brooklyn Nets are going to win the NBA championship? We just don't know. I mean, we can sit here and speculate all day, but at the end of the day, these games got to be played. These trades still got to be made. There's free agents that need to be signed. A guy that I'm looking to get signed is DeMarcus Cousins. Now, DeMarcus Cousins coming off 2 major injuries. So what is he going to look like coming back? Because KD and Kyrie weren't the only superstars. Well, KD's a superstar. Kyrie, he has superstar ability, but I don't think he's a superstar quite yet. That's going because, like I said before, I'm very careful about who I'm labeling as a superstar in the NBA. You're not LeBron, KD, somebody like that. Then to me, you ain't a superstar, right? Now there's guys that have abilities that are superstars. And guys have superstar abilities, but for whatever inexplicable reason, just ain't there yet. But that's for another video. This is all about the Lakers winning the championship, and proud to be a Lakers fan. Always have been since Showtime era. When you had Magic, Kareem, um, Pat Riley was full head of hair that was slicked back, right? Michael Thompson, Michael Cooper, Kurt Rambis, AC Green, Orlando Woolridge, right? Lakers during that time went to 9 finals, won 5 of them. Right? So then even in the early '90s, when they had Mike Dunleavy as the head coach, they went to the finals. Then they won the first game of the Chicago Bulls, and that began, you know, the first of 6 championships for Michael Jordan. But so I'll never change being a Lakers fan. We had some dark days after that championship in 2010. Dwight Howard coming to the Lakers the first time really didn't work out the way it should. Um, but he played great in these playoffs, and he's finally an NBA champion. So Dwight Howard, congratulations, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer. I don't care what nobody's saying. Anybody that's saying Dwight Howard's not a Hall of Famer, you don't know basketball. This dude is a first ballot Hall of Famer in my opinion. If Tracy McGrady could get in the Hall of Fame on first ballot when this dude's never gotten out the first round, right? Then Dwight Howard is a shoo-in for first ballot Hall of Famer. He can retire right now, and Dwight Howard will become a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, oh yeah, and by the way, speaking of DeMarcus Cousins, he is eligible to get a championship ring, right? Now, all you fans out there that was talking this, that, and the third about Danny Green shouldn't get a ring, or Kyle Kuzma shouldn't get a ring. Where y'all at right now? Y'all still feel that way now? Now that the Lakers win the championship, you still feel that Kyle Kuzma and Danny Green shouldn't get a ring? That right there is disgusting. And then y'all, Danny Green getting death threats? Death threats. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream by saying this once again. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers. They tied the Boston Celtics with winning the 17th NBA championship. LeBron James is the Finals MVP, the first player to win Finals MVP on 3 different teams. So you got to tip your hat off to him, and you tip your hat off to Frank Vogel. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!